show you. I mean, if you like 3D now, admittedly, and this is where we're going to talk about 3D here in a bit. We're going to talk about 3D, and I'm going to tell you the real usage that I see for 3D. It's not what they have 3D for in terms of it's not the you know, like how 3D is right now. 3D is basically a gimmick right now. I have a 3D set at the house, and you know, you have to put on those glasses and you watch it. Like we said here on Tech Pulse, the problem with traditional 3D is that everyone has to be in a sweet spot. There is no big family gathering around a 3D set, because if you go too much to the left or to the right, you start to see two images, and you're not going to see a very good. The only time you see it clear is dead on in the thing. So you know, that's just not how people. You know, you just don't want to view. You're viewing. You come to a house, you know, watch a 3D, and everyone got to be stacked up on each other in order to see good 3D. So 3D hasn't really taken off the way people had hoped. But Samsung now coming out with these curved LEDs. According to a report by Tech Radar, Samsung is coming out with their LED, curved LED, and here's some of the features of it. Now, this 55-inch curved LED TV is going to be rolled out this year, and they announced this 55 TV at CES. We showed you some pictures of it at the time, and the gargantuan curved set will be available for purchase in South Korea, although there's no word on when it will be available for international markets just yet, but it's coming out to the South Korean market to see how things do. But now, here's the good thing about these OLED sets. For those who don't have TV tastes in common, the OLED TV comes with multi-viewing options, which means you can watch one program on TV and I watch another on the same screen. You see? And so imagine watching basketball on TV. You watching that while I'm watching HD TV on the same screen. Not half screen, split screen, same screen. And how do they do this? By using 3D technology. It's not going to be 3D, but the same technology that 3D uses, in which it sends one information to one eye, one picture to one eye, and one picture to the other. They're able to use that to send one picture to one eye, to one person, and one program to another person. So we're both sitting in front of the TV. I'm watching news. Someone else is playing a video game, or someone else is watching sport on the same screen. Now that's what I'm talking about when I say advancements in technology. That's what we talk about. That's how you use 3D. Yeah, this 3D, that's how you use it correctly.
That's what, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that excites me.
Yeah.
They're using technology. Someone develops something,
right,
and then they apply it in a practical way.
Right.
Man, that gives me goosebumps.
Exactly. Now, that's what it's all about. Now, can you imagine paying? I think this set is going to cost you. It's going to set you back about $6,000, right, for this set right now. But think about it. A lot of people $6,000, but for this kind of technology, this is worth the $6,000 for this kind. Not the way 3D TV was before, where it was all gimmicky and, you know, even the way it is now. Because like I say, I have a 3D set, and, you know, you have to put the glasses on. But if you're not dead center, you're going to start seeing two images, and you can't see anything like that. So, you know, that's why 3D TV kind of faded out. Because, one, you have to wear glasses. And then I can't lounge. You know, you have to be sitting, you know, like in a movie theater. And when you come home, you want to relax. You know, I don't want to, if you're too low, you see two images. If you're too high, you see two images. Too far to the left or right, you see two images. So, it just didn't work. So what Samsung did was take 3D technology, and instead of using it to make a 3D image, what they did is use the technology of 3D, which, and this is the 55-inch set right here that Samsung is bringing out starting in Korea. What they did was they took the technology of 3D, the 3D's ability to send one picture to one eye and one picture to the other. That's how it's 3D. Your brain puts those two pictures together, and it makes it look like 3D with depth and so forth. Samsung took this technology and allowed you to be able to see one picture. One person will look at one screen, and someone else will look at another screen, all on the same screen. So that's the beauty of this OLED TV. And I'm telling you, this thing is definitely worth the $6,000 that is coming our way. Now, it's not coming stateside yet, but when this thing comes stateside, I guarantee you, this is going to start selling. This is what technology is all about. This is how you advance in technology, you know? This is how you advance in technology. But you see, now we're back. Oh yeah, this is how you advance in technology, by using something like Devin was saying. Now, Devin, you're saying that this TV is something that you would buy yourself? I mean, is this the type of technology you would buy? I mean, for your family, do you see practical uses for your family with this type of OLED set? Do you see practical uses for this right here?
I'm ready to use it right now. I mean, this is really, really cool. I can see it happening because my daughter and my wife can sit on the other side, and we're in the same room.
In the same room?
I'm just interested in the audio side.
Audio, maybe you have headphones, you know, so it pumps the audio separately. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what they're going to do. They're probably going to have headphones. So it has two separate audio outs dealing with the different channels. Because in the TV, it'll have two different channels.
So
just the screen will see.
Remember that audio thing where we can last week?
Yeah.
Watch or
Bluetooth situation. But it is only one ear, so you don't really, you know, that's not the best.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
an
sure,
application like that could be.
I'm sure they could do a stereo.
Stereo.
I'm down.
Definitely, I'm with it. So I mean, this is what you want to see 3D technology being used for. And speaking of 3D, we're going to talk about the Poppy 3D device that transforms your iPhone. I wish they came up with this thing for all Android phones, but right now it's just iPhone that this thing is coming out for. And we're going to show you a video. This thing turns apparently 3D, a regular picture, into 3D that we've been talking about and stuff like that. But because it's a personal viewer, then it's not going to bother you or anything like that. Now, according to Kickstarter, and now this is a Kickstarter project, and we talked about Kickstarter before. This is a Kickstarter project. So for those of you that want to bring this thing to light, you have an iPhone or something like that you want to see. Now, we're all familiar with Viewmaster back in the day, and this contraption turns any iPhone into a 3D camera. You just pop your iDevice into the slot, twist the mirror, and capture your life in the same way you experience it in 3D. By aligning the front mirrors with the optics of the iPhone's camera, Poppy's lenses combines the right eye and left eye streams into a single 3D image or video viewable via the matching iOS app on YouTube or other 3D enabled television set and so forth. According to the co-creator, Ethan Lowry, he says it's beautiful and really hard to describe or show in 2 dimensions. Now, this thing is going to work with iPhone 4, 4S, iPhone 5, and 5th generation iPod Touch, though you'll have to pry your phone out of its case in order for it to fit into the viewer, because it can't fit with the case. It's just a phone. Now, this thing is battery free, so it's void of any electronic parts. Poppy works its magic through the science of optics and your iPhone camera on the screen. So let me just go ahead and show you this device here real quick, and then we'll play the video for you real fast, because you know we're reaching to the end of the show, but we're gonna show you this thing here right now. Let me just go ahead and okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and show you this thing here real quick. There we go. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Alright, there we go. Bringing it over. There we go. See this thing. So, and it's a Kickstarter project. So go over to Kickstarter and look up Poppy 3D iPhone case, and you can pledge to help bring this thing to market if this is something that you believe in. Make it a little bigger. Okay, there we go. Whoa, whoa, alright, here we go. That thing is in the way. Okay, final checks. Let's do it. Now this right here is the Poppy 3D. That's what he's looking at. And these are just real-time crowd reactions to this thing. Yeah, as you can see, everyone's ecstatic. They put their iPhone in there, and suddenly they can see the world in 3D. Now you can't see it 3D here because you're looking at it through a 2D television. So you can't see 3D in a 2D television. So that's why we can't show you how it actually looks, because you're watching this in a 3D in a 2D television. Now these are the guys that created it, and basically what it is like a Viewmaster. You know, you slip your iPhone right in that slot there on the top. You know, right there they're showing you. You put your iPhone right there. You flip the thing like that, and all of a sudden you will be seeing your world in 3D. See those two images? Your brain puts it together, and you see a 3D image. That's what the camera does. So just like the old Viewmasters, they're saying right there, anything you'll be able to capture in 3D, right here, two images, you're not going to see two images. It's going to put it in one image and then make it 3D. Now, obviously, that little effect that they're showing you is that they're just kind of trying to show you how it would look, but you can't truly see 3D in a 2D television. So there's no point in trying to see if that's how it's going to be. But it's going to look like the 3D sets that you've seen in the store and stuff like that, with real depth, with real clarity, even making it look higher definition. That's how it's going to look. So don't worry about those two images. That's just each image that each eye sees. And then the camera brings it together just like your brain does and puts it in a 3D image. So if you want to take 3D pictures without having to get an expensive 3D camera and stuff like that, these guys right here, they're just telling you that you can jump on over to Kickstarter. You can get a pledge for this product. Slip your iPhone right in there if this is something that you want to see come to market, because not only if this comes to market, but I'm sure they're going to be creating the Android versions and stuff to this as well. So if this is something that you want to see come to market, this is something that you're excited about, then this is something that you too can help bring by going over to Kickstarter. Well, we've reached the end of another Tech Pulse, and we'd like to thank everyone for joining us. This has been a show that's just been full of new products and so forth. I'd like to thank my nephews over there in the soundboard area. They're taking care of the show from behind the scenes. Yeah, well, the new team members right there. We'd like to thank them for doing that. And we are going to we're going to see you tomorrow, not next week, but tomorrow, right here on Tech Pulse. So, hey, come back, stay tuned. Tomorrow, Tech Pulse. Later.